they stopped it too soon. I think love got more involved than a fighter relationship, which is understandable. You know, like I said, I love Robert to death, but I think the love that he had for me, I think he got too involved, which is okay. But still, man, I'm more mad. I'm not really mad. I'm sad the fact that I know I was above at points, man. I know I was doing really good. I was breaking him down. I was breaking him fucking down. Yes, of course I don't get hot to get hit the way my south fights, but I think I was breaking him down. I was doing really good. It's just the fact that fuck, man. I threw a lazy jab and he caught me. What else can I say? You seen that shit? Fuck. I'm just pissed off because of that shit. That's it. No questions. Fuck it. You're not you. Anybody else? Anybody? Not you. Anybody else? Anybody questions? What happened? Oh, not you. Definitely not you. What about this guy over here? Yeah. Okay. You good? What's next? Fuck. We just gotta wait for. Hopefully, fuck. I don't get back down to the fucking gutter, man. You know, I gotta see what Guadalupe Valencia, my advisor, see what he can come up with, and see if he talked to Al Heyman and see what's good. I like to thank Al Heyman for presenting me and giving me the opportunity to fight one of his good fighters. So, what can I say, man? I'm just mad because the fact that I know I was winning the fight. Fuck. Yes. Yeah, I think what it was a minor mistake. It was my fault. I think I got up too quick, and maybe the corner felt I was still hurt. But you know, of course, you get caught with a fucking great jab and will override whatever you're coming with. Of course, you can get hit like that. Danny got power, and of course, you're gonna get fall, and you try to get back up too quick. You're still a little bit wobbly from falling. But fuck, man, that's I don't know what else the word to say, man. He just coming very good, and it was my fault because I threw a lazy jab. I brought my hands back, set it back up, I brought it down, and that's what happened. I paid the consequence. Okay, now your turn, sir. I'm just fucking with you. Now your turn. No, yeah, that's one time I felt his power. Yes, like I said, he does have power and everything. I felt his punches, but not to a point where he was hurting me. Uh, it was just like I said, I threw a lazy jab, and that's what happens. I said bring it back to my face, my chin, and I brought it back down to my stomach, and he caught me like a dumbass. It was a learning experience for myself, a rookie mistake, and what else can I say? But I felt that I was up above on points, and I felt I was winning the fight. Okay, your turn. What happened? No, my performance, like I said, I felt great. I felt strong. I wasn't even tired or nothing like that. I felt really good, and I felt in perfect shape. Like I said, though, it was just the fact that I threw a lazy jab. He came over and he caught me. And what else can I say? I got up. I think I got up too fast. It was a rookie mistake. I never been knocked down before, so I reacted too fast. I got up and I was still a little bit wobbly, and my corner felt that I was hurt, but I think I was hurt. I could have still continued. Maybe if he would have knocked me down again, then they could have. Oh fuck, he's really hurt. Drop me. But like I said, every warrior goes to it. Everybody's been dropped down before. Every fighter, especially warriors. Look at Arturo Gatti. Look at Mickey Ward. Look at fucking Julio Cesar Chavez. Look at fucking Josito Lopez. He's been dropped. Everybody's been. Madonna's been dropped. All these people have been dropped. They get back up and they still compete. And I felt I could still compete, and I felt I was still in the game. Like I said, I think in my heart, I was above on points. Uh, did Danny land some good shots? Yes, he got power. Yes, he has pop. Yes, but I think I was still above on points, maybe like a round, and it was a really close fight. But until the stoppage happened, fuck, I'm just mad because of that shit happens. Not only that, I'm mad because they didn't give me opportunity to try to finish the fight, the round. I had like probably like 30, 40 seconds left. That's enough time. I could have. By the time they say break in, you could have grabbed, you could have moved around, you could have run around, whatever you could have done, and it would have killed time. But it is what it is. It's a corner decision. They made a decision what they made, and what can I say, man? I think to me, in my heart, in my mind, I think more of a love got involved than a boxing trainer, which is good because they love me and I know they watching out for me. But I think that's what happened. It was more of a love instead of a boxing trainer that happened.
I think Brandon was fighting a good fight. That's Brandon's style, and he was coming in, fighting the way he normally fights. We said it before. We were hoping that in the late into the later rounds, Brandon was gonna take advantage of those rounds, and I think that's what he was doing. But like he said, he got caught, and it just happens in boxing. That's part of boxing. Well, look, right now he's hurt because it's a fight that he didn't want to lose, and he really trained hard, and he was motivated, and he did everything right, and that's probably what hurts him the most. But I do love Brandon, and I really don't want to see him get hurt. I got to go back and see the fight again. I was telling the inspectors I need the fight stopped, but the inspectors are telling me you're the one that has to jump in. But if I'm not mistaken, by the time I jumped in, Kenny Bayless had already stopped it. I don't know if you guys could maybe prove, tell me that I'm wrong or something, or maybe let Brandon understand that maybe the ref had already stopped it before I stepped in.
No, no, not really because like I said, man, I trained my ass off for this fight. I really wanted. I trained my fucking ass off. And it just put more milking on the table. You know what I mean? People's gonna talk more shit like always. And I'm just mad because, like I said, I thought I was in the fight. I thought I was above a points. I thought it was like a part like a round. Until he called me. That's what happened when you get. I threw a lazy jab. That's what happened. I threw a lazy jab and he just called me and said to bring it back up to my chin. I brought it back to my stomach and he just fucking got me with a good punch. And like I said, Danny he does got pop in both hands, but I felt that I was still winning the fight and maybe you never know the critics they always gonna fucking talk shit. So that's the thing that I hate. That's the thing that drives me more insane because makes me more mad is because the fact that you motherfuckers gonna say some stupid shit tomorrow. That's what makes me more mad. And if you know who the fuck you are, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. So that's what makes me more mad.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brandon a great round of applause for a terrific fight tonight. And the former two-division world champion who put on an excellent performance tonight, none other than Danny Garcia.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank God for this victory. I want to thank my dad, Team Garcia, and everyone who came out to watch the fight. Hey Brandon, don't worry about the critics, bro. I was champion for 5 years and they still come here. They still talk shit about me. Until somebody could do what you do, bro, fuck them. You the one putting them blood, sweat, and tears in there, risking your life in the ring. So nobody could tell you nothing, bro. Keep your head up.
Respect to that, man. Respect.
But as far as the fight, it was a tough fight. I knew Brandon was gonna come to fight. He trained hard for this fight. It was an opportunity for him to show the world that, he's still a top fighter. It was a good fight until the fight ended. Me and my pop had a good game plan, stand in front of him a little bit, move a little bit, and we did it, and we got the job done. And that's basically how that went.
Garcia, you know that you're usually a slow starter, but Rios being in front of you the whole time, he basically had you work from the get go. What'd you feel about that?
I knew he was gonna be in front of me. He's a tough vet. He's a good inside fighter. He had a better jab than I thought he had. He had a pretty good jab with a good timing. He worked good on the inside. But we knew what he was gonna do, so we just had to stay composed and just follow the game plan till the fight was over.
Danny, how were you able? It seemed like he wanted to establish his pressure. and then this may be for Dad as well. How were you able to calm the fight down and fight at your tempo? And he wanted to I saw him trying to create traps for you, and you just slowed him down. How do you do that?
I just use my lateral movement. I try to use my jab to the head, jab to the body. I try to stay tight on the inside and just offset his timing, his pressure. So I think we did a good job of that. I think he did a good job of fighting on the inside and putting pressure, and we just followed the game plan.
Danny, congratulations on your victory tonight. You are known for your left hook, but you used your right hand a lot in this fight. Was that something that you used specifically for this fight? It's just how the fight went, or are you planning to use it more going forward?
Yeah, in sparring, I noticed when you find a guy who's coming forward, it's good to just throw a lot of straight right hands and a lot of punches straight down the middle because they're coming straight towards you. So I was trying to throw the straight right hand, and I was trying to use the jab to the head, jab to the body, and then it worked good every time I did it.
Danny, you fought Eric Morales before, so you fought a Mexican champion before, but with Rios tonight, with the pressure and the inside fighting, did you feel like tonight, more than any other night, you knew what it was like to be in there with a real Mexican fighter?
Oh, definitely. I would say to this day, that first Morales fight, I think that was one of my hardest fights because I was young, he was experienced, he had a lot of tricks up his sleeve, but definitely those Mexican fighters with skill who come forward, it was a tough fight for anybody.
Danny, great performance tonight. So just talk a little bit about that Porter interaction. You seem kind of heated. I think that's the first time you really showed that type of emotion post-fight when you just got done putting in 9 rounds of work with Brandon.
I mean, it's the day. I told him it's the Danny Garcia show. He didn't want to listen. He said I was in his backyard, but I told him he's from Ohio. So I'm like, I think he took too much punches, bro. You're not in your backyard. But it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's in his head. I mean, it was like the Kevin Hart situation when he tried to go on stage in the Super Bowl. It was brought bad timing, baby. I love Kevin Hart though, but it's the Eagles' time to shine. You feel me? And that was my moment.
Danny, what's next for you now? Because you had
Where's the question coming from?
you had Sean Porter in the ring. You had Errol Spence tweeting at you. You go in all the different directions. What kind of direction are you looking to head into now?
It's whatever. At the end of the day, it's whatever. I know how the game works. You could want to fight who you want to fight, and it never happens. So, whoever they put in front of me, like my whole career, if it's the Thurman fight again, if not, I fight somebody else. The Spence, Porter, I fight somebody else. Whatever happens, happens. I don't care. I'm a fighter. This is what I do. I've been fighting for 20 years. I've been fighting since I was a little kid. I fought the best fighters in the amateurs. I fought the best fighters in the pro. It's nothing new to me.
Danny, when's the last time you had a shot that clean to end the fight? Do you remember?
Ross Salko, saying on this plane. Wait, was it that fight? Damn, it was that fight. Shit, it was that fight. Sad to say.
Andrew, what do you think of the way he came back? He hadn't fought in a while, and how do you think he responded? And as far as following the game plan and being sharp, what did you think?
No, yeah, Danny did what, part of the game plan. I mean, he threw himself off a little bit, and Brandon was coming in because I didn't want that. I wanted Danny to dominate him on the clinches and all that because Brandon's good at that. He know how to use his head, he know how to clinch, you know how to, pity pat. And that'll take a fight and frustrate you. But I knew I had to keep Danny in the fight. Because if I would have let him slip out the fight, I couldn't have brought him back. So I try to keep him in the fight. I told him stay composed and don't let him do that to you. You dominate him. You do what you want to do. So I'm glad he listened. He was dropping his hand a little bit, his left hand. He was trying to hit him with overhand right. We worked on all that. We worked on leading left, straight right hand down the pipe. Because Brandon's right there. So, he did, at the end, he did what he need to do. It was a great fight. You got to understand, Brandon no slouch. He's got 35 wins, brother, 25 KOs with 3 losses. That's a record. And you got to respect anybody like that. So we never took him lightly. So we knew he was going to come to fight, and we know we got to fight because Danny's 33-1. That one is predictable. That shit was like that shit on some suspect shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of politics with that bullshit, calling me racist and all this shit. They fucking racist. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And this bullshit got to stop with the boxers shit. They putting the boxers down and all that. And he said earlier, it's about you guys. MMA don't do that shit, and they be having 5 wins and 10, 20 losses, and they still stars. And they still making commercials. What the fuck? And then the boxers get nada. They get bullshit. They get a finger. You're a bum. Fuck that. Ain't no fucking bums. Takes a lot of work to come up here. Motherfuckers that talk this shit never took a shot in the tip of the nose. That's what happens. They were bullied as kids. They took their money, because I did it. I took their money. Good, brother. God bless y'all, bro.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks, everybody. Liner's going to close.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. What a great night of boxing. Give these two great warriors a hand.